Hello, I'm Midget Miner, and welcome to episode 16 of our survival series. Today, we're starting things off flying above the clouds, but that is not what we're going to be doing in today's episode. I would really like to get some base work done and max out all of our gear, which includes villager trading, which is what we'll be doing in episode 2 of Hardcore. Bit of a spoiler there. Not that it's that exciting. And yeah, finish off this outer wall at least, which means we're going to need a lot of sandstone. And we're going to need a lot of diamonds, so clearly the first thing to do is my kind of classic move in an episode, which is jump straight into a grindy time lapse. Let's go! Now, after that, I don't really want to do any more time lapses this episode, and we're kind of going to be doing the opposite, because about halfway through the episode, I have scheduled my first ever live stream. It comes out on Wednesday, which actually, that said, this video comes out after the live stream, so you probably will already have watched it. If you haven't, go check it out. It's called My First Live Stream Base Progress, because that is exactly what we are going to be doing. But if we're going to do that, then we need to get a lot of armor upgrades done this episode and collect a few resources so that we can actually make this thing, because I would like a half decent pickaxe, and for that pickaxe, so we can gather the sandstone, we need one more diamond, which is exactly why I am going off in search of a desert temple in hope of getting some quick cash. I've brought some furnaces, coal and gold in case of durability needed to mend our elytra. I'm just gonna, in fact, you know what, do we have base coordinates? I'm gonna grab some base coordinates and then head off and hope we find something. We should have easily enough rockets to make it somewhere of interest. I'm not going to time-lapse the gathering of the sandstone after this. I'm going to do that in the stream, but today I'd just like to get a decent pickaxe before we set out so that we can giga drill it. So we're going to head off in that direction. Okay, here comes Desert Temple number 1. If there's diamonds in here, then this will be a much shorter expedition than I had expected. Let's have a look to see if what we've got. I mean, to be honest, raiding a desert temple is always a nice bonus because you get TNT and all sorts of nice loot. But let's have a look at what we've got. Alright, chest numero uno. Bit of gold. We have way too much gold already. Gunpowder, golden apple, that's pretty nice. Ooh, jackpot! 3 diamonds! That gives us 2 diamonds spare. That is amazing. I was not expecting our first temple to be so incredible. That is absolutely fantastic, and it's got a bunch of nice stuff in all the other chests as well. And you know what, I'm in a bit of an exploring mood, so we're going to continue flying and see if we can find any more goodies on our travels. Okay, so just next to the desert temple we found ourselves a village, which is pretty useful because I need a bed, and we could we'll leave the iron golem bee for now, and we could do with some more hay bales actually. Although we do have quite a few golden carrots, we're going to run out pretty soon. So we'll just grab a few of those, just in case. We can probably ditch the birch saplings. Let's just grab those ones from over there, see if there's anything else in the houses, and then we'll be on our way. I feel like a proper Minecraft YouTuber with these golden carrots, because they always have golden carrots. But if there's one thing I've learnt from proper Minecraft YouTubers, it's never ignore your elytra durability. I've seen one too many Greens and Mumbos fall out the sky to their death, so I'm going to be very careful of that. I'm in the middle of the ocean. You never know, we might find a shipwreck, but I'm just going to keep going in this direction. We're about to burn through all our rockets, so we might want to think about saving maybe 10 for the journey home. Well, I think it is safe to say that there is nothing here, so I am going to head back in this direction and hope we have enough rockets and elytra durability to make it. We might have to make a smelt stop off, so I'm just going to get us to land as quick as I can because they're definitely going to break. I might need to fly low. I mean, it's not exactly diamonds, but this is a pretty nice find. It's a nice find. It's sort of buried in the middle of the rock face. I'm not really sure how I spotted that. Okay, but the chest, finding the chest might be a bit of an issue. And I'm pretty sure I'm nowhere near my base. Right, I'm going to have to use coordinates to walk home, but I'm very happy that we got those 3 diamonds. If only we had brought spare rockets, then this trip would have been perfect. I mean, there's the sugarcane there. We might be able to pick some up. It depends how long it takes. Yeah, there is no chest, so we're just going to grab the gold block and head out. We have returned home and actually discovered we in fact have 5 diamonds. I thought we had 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 or however many it takes to mend our boots, or do we just put mending on them? I reckon we trade a bunch of mending books with the villagers. Okay, let's just make this pickaxe and then work on getting it enchanted. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There it is. Alright, so we're going to head in here. I hope we've got some melons left over. Do we? Melons, please. Give me melons. I want metal. Oh, okay, we got a little bit. We have a little bit of melons. Wait, what am I doing looking in here? I'm going to check the farm. That's not really enough melons to get us enough books. But I believe we already have some mending books and some protection 4 books, so that will be nice. And we have some pumpkins to trade for once, which is always good. Oh, and we have a bit of wheat. Sweet. Sweet wheat. Okay. That will... Alright, so we're on 15 emeralds. How much does this cost? 24. This costs 33. 9 silk touch. We're going to get a silk touch book. We're going to get a silk touch book. I've done it. There it is. I prefer a silk touch because to a fortune. I don't know why. That was probably a ridiculous mistake. Ooh. I forgot we had all this stuff. Hang on. These were temporary, weren't they? We were supposed to be using all this diamond stuff. Oh, okay. Okay. Apart from that one we are putting the mending on. Let's go and find our mending books. But before we do all of that gearing up, I would like to AFK at the creeper farm to get ourselves some TNT and some fireworks. I am actually pretty disappointed that creeper farm AFK. The sooner we can upgrade it, the better. But let's see how much netherite we can get. Alright, considering what we normally get, 10 TNT for 2 ancient debris is pretty good, and we definitely won't struggle on the gold front. Because for some reason I seem to be finding loads of that this series. So we're going to head home, craft up the ingot, add it to our pickaxe. And then it will be time for the stream, which will already have happened if things go to plan. That is what I was hoping for. 3 netherite scraps already. You know what, I'm just going to put it in the furnaces. There's no point stopping the minecarts now. Okay, it is time to get our mending books, get mending and efficiency 5. Those are the 2 things I would like on this pickaxe, and then turn it into a netherite one. This is going to be pretty cool. There are our 2 scraps. The gold is in. That is in. Boom. Netherite ingot. Coolest looking ingot in the game. Almost. I still really like diamonds. Having played the game for 6 years without netherite. Pop this diamond pickaxe in. Boom. Netherite. Off we go. Let's grab some mending, which we can't get. I just forgot. Oh! Oh! When did we get that much? It will have been at the creeper farm. Ah, that's the benefit of AFKing at the creeper farm. Because whilst you're AFKing there, it also brings the melons in. So we might be able to get a mending book after all. What I have to work out now is whether I get a better price for turning them into books. Isn't there a guy who trades books? No, there isn't. I just made that up. Oh no, there is. 4 books for 1 emerald, 24 paper. I reckon books are probably the best bet here because that's 12, and then the leather. So we'll turn most of them into books, but we've got so much paper we'll probably have some left over easily. I am very happy with this villager. Not only is he giving me mending, he's just giving me punch too, which is fantastic. And mending has gone down to 23, which I don't quite have enough. So up until the stream, I'm just going to head into this little box, and the next time you see me in the stream, we'll be emptying this out, getting mending on this pickaxe, and then just going nuts with some sandstone. I will see you in the live stream. So I have just finished the stream, and if you've not watched it, please do. For a first stream, I would say it went pretty well. But what we need to do next is gather up basically 10 more levels, because I found efficiency 4 for our pickaxe on the enchanted table, which will really help with the base progress we're trying to get done in today's episode. So for the last pretty much 5 minutes of this episode, we're going to get 10 levels, get efficiency 4, and then do a bunch of time lapses of gathering and placing sandstone. I will see you when I have the levels. I am sorry, since when did I have 24 gunpowder in this chest? That is super, super helpful. We might even be able to save a bit for some TNT later on to try and max this stuff out. At some point I will make this module into the proper thing, by the way, because it looks terrible, but I'm just waiting for a few more pigmen to spawn in, and then we'll try and get this 10 levels. This will never stop being satisfying. That was extremely close. So I figure for now I'm just going to use the drop down system because I won't be using it for too long anyway, where they walk on the trapdoors and they fall down. Got this from a friend. It's actually really simple, so I don't think it'll be too hard, but I'm going to hook it up with hoppers at a later date. Right now I've been trying for about half an hour in total if you include the stream. Well, I mean that's just the pigman farm. If you include the skeleton spawner, about an hour just to get 13 levels, which really shows how rubbish all my XP things are, but hopefully with this new trapdoor system it will be a bit quicker. Baby pigmen are the main issue. I've died once and nearly died once also, so that was quite stressful. But I got my rockets on me this time, so we should be fine. Okay, this is test numero uno of the trapdoor contraption. Go. Nope. Go. Nope. Go. Yes. Okay, if they can get across this gap, then I don't even know what to say. Yeah, they can completely reach me. They can totally reach me. Right, okay, so basically there needs to be a gap of 2 trapdoors. So this is test number 2 of the trapdoor. No. Why am I... Yes, okay. If this doesn't work, I am toast. So I'm going to stay as central as I can. This is very nerve-wracking. There's a 2-block gap there, right? Hey, bye-bye. Oh, this guy's not convinced. Hey, there we go. The only issue with this design is that it uses a few rockets, and also because as I go down I use a light durability, that then uses the levels that I get to mend itself. But that is ridiculously satisfying, just hundreds of levels everywhere. And we're already at 25. We're already at 25. I mean, honestly, if I'd stayed at the skeleton spawn, I would definitely be on 30 levels by now. We have done it. Oh, I apologise, guys. I'm so glad that's over. This has been such a long process. I mean, the entire stream was literally just me stood there grinding. I mean, I know it was my first stream. Alright, that's the excuse I keep using. Ow, I've crashed into a tree. Yeah, that's the excuse I keep using. But even so, it was pretty boring content. And this episode was supposed to be base progress. And now I'm basically, one of the reasons this is going to be quite a late video is because I'm now going to spend about an hour or an hour and a half on 2 separate time lapses, one of gathering and one of placing, and hopefully we can get that corner done there. And it's not really base progress, but I'm going to call it this episode base progress eventually, because that is exactly what it is. That makes me very happy. And you know what, whilst we have 27 levels, I think it's time we put this protection 4 on an item, and I think we need mending on that. So how many do we have? Any melons? That would be nice if we had some melons to get a mending book. Okay, we don't, but we've got a few. Anyway, at some point I will make sure I get a mending book for those boots, because they're some awesome boots, as I've already mentioned. I really don't want them to break, but what we will get protection for on is this helmet. So let's pop that efficiency 4 on there. Beautiful. I want to see how fast this is with the sandstone. Yes! Now let's jump into a time lapse. I think we're going to have to leave it there because I've absolutely burned through my pickaxe durability, but look at how much sandstone we managed to get. That is called results. I'm super happy that we did that grinding. However, I am now going to change the title of this episode, and indeed the aim of this episode, to just grinding, something to do with grinding, because that's all we've done this episode. It's all we've done in the stream. We have done 0 base progress, and I don't really want the title of the episode to be something we just do in the last 2 minutes of the episode, especially with so many resources to do it with. So I'm going to get that pickaxe mended at the skeleton spawner once this episode is finished, and then next episode we can start working on the base. But I'd like to get this episode out. It's been a bit disrupted because of the stream. It's been quite late, and yeah, we've mainly just done grinding. We did find some diamonds and make that diamond pickaxe earlier on, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did, and I will catch you in the next one, but not before the hardcore series. If you haven't seen it, please do. See ya.